Hi, you guys. My name is Becca Ruiz, and I'm the Assistant Director for the Northwest Partnership Program, which we refer to as the NPP. I just wanted to make you a quick video for you guys to know how to get moving forward once you become a new partner. So you guys have probably already turned in the entry documents, which would be like the MOU, as well as your volunteer application with the resume. And then you probably also already turned in your W-9, which is just that accounting form for our accounting office to be able to mail you back the check, the NPP program fee, which will be coming twice a year. So moving forward from that, I just want you guys to be aware of where you can find information. And one of the best things to do first is to review the coordinator handbook. So I want to let you know where on our Eagle website you can find that. Let me share my screen here. All right, so on the Eagle website, which is the Northwest University mascot, if you go to eagle.northwestu.edu, this is going to be the home page. Now, to find the NPP, we're under academics, and our department is actually called the College of Adult and Professional Studies. So you'll find that under Adult and Professional. And then lastly, you'll click on Northwest Partnership Program, which is one of our departments within CAPS. So on the NPP page, you'll see all these coordinator resources. So coordinator handbook is where I'm going to click here, and you've probably already been sent one of these. So at the beginning, you'll see a list of contact information. If you do need anything, this is me right here. There's my phone number. It may be easier to reach me via email, becca.ruiz@northwestu.edu. And if you have questions for other staff members, you can find them here. If you want to just review kind of what you signed up for, this is the coordinator job description. It is a volunteer position, but these are the items that we're looking for from you. And it's mostly that you would help get all these paperwork items in place before the school year starts, and then support your students throughout the year. So you can read about it here. We also list out what it means to be a director. Some churches have a larger staff, and they might have specific staff just for this program. And so you might have a director that also helps handle some of the items, but in most cases, it's just the coordinator. So you would be doing both of these items. You'll also be planning and running an orientation for your students once a semester. Typically, the larger orientation would be in the fall semester, but we do have students start in spring. It's just a smaller amount of students. We do send out some surveys every year to kind of see how we're doing and see how we can grow. Those are very short via SurveyMonkey. We'd love for you to participate in those. And then we have an annual conference. And this year is going to be May 16th, 2019 on the Kirkland campus in Washington. If you did live afar, it's great for you to plan to attend that. So maybe set aside some of your program fee money so that you can join us on that conference, where we will spend a lot of time learning from other coordinators, as well as keeping you guys up to date of new policies and procedures that we have over here at the university. Sometimes students do need academic support. So if you are able to take on that role, that's great. Checking on the students' grades and maybe helping them, tutoring them in certain topics or grading their papers before they submit them. We also do have a free online tutoring center. It's called Smart Thinking, where the students can seek help themselves 24/7. They can submit papers in advance. If maybe that's not your skill, you could hire with your program fee or ask for a volunteer in your church, maybe a retired school teacher that would like to assist in that way. So if you keep scrolling down the coordinator handbook, you're going to see some pretty basic information about the program. And Carrie probably will have reviewed this with you in some of your initial meetings. But you can click here to view all the degrees we offer. The program runs on a 15-week semester, but what we do is actually 2 sets of 7-week classes. So students in a full-time load will have 4 classes. 2 of them will be Fall A, which will run for 7 weeks. They'll have a 1-week break, and then 2 of them will be Fall B, and then the semester will be done. Same for spring. There'll be 2 classes at a time, and they're very accelerated because they're only 7 weeks. There'll be a 1-week break, and then there'll be spring B classes for 2 weeks. So that's how we've set up our program. We are part of the non-traditional program, so we do have students anywhere from 18 to 70 years of age. There is a big chunk of students that are 18 to 25 and kind of fit that college age, but don't be afraid to advertise to other people in your church that might want to be joining the program, that potentially could be staff members or finishing their degree. Doesn't matter the age, we are happy to serve them, and we can even figure out different ways on how they can earn that internship practicum credit, even if they are not a typical, half-time, 20-hour-a-week intern. So we can discuss that when we get to that portion. So if you just wanted to read through some of these policies and procedures, that will help you later down the road. But the big thing I want to get to is what to do next. So I've made this coordinator welcome packet, and ideally you might have a couple months to complete all the steps. But if you do join later in the year, or the semester starting soon, sometimes you can complete these in a quicker rate. Our quickest ever have completed these in about a week. So it is quite a few documents, but if you are ready to go, we're ready to receive them and help you through the process as quick as you'd like to go. So the first thing to do is start getting in preparation for the coming year. So we encourage our partners to make a plan of how they're going to promote the program. And we do provide the basic promotional materials, which include our view books and a 11 by 17 pop-up poster. It's a tabletop poster. So we'll be mailing those to you as soon as you sign your MOU. But if you did want to buy any other materials, you might think of that. Some folks do t-shirts for their orientation, for their interns. Sometimes people have a lot of events that they do attend, conferences, district conferences, that they do want to go ahead and buy like a floor pop-up to advertise. But it's not required for you to spend any money, but just thinking in advance, are you going to be sharing on social media? Do you need to create a social media account? Can your senior pastor share it from stage on Sundays? Do you have somebody available to work a connect desk and kind of share information that way? So just make a plan of what you're going to do during the school year to advertise for the coming year. A lot of people start in January to advertise for fall. That's not too early. But even advertising throughout the year is great if you are a partner that started later on. We have a lot of examples here of what some people have done or ideas of things to consider. So you can just take a look at that. And then if you would just shoot me back an email or a simple Word document of your plan, that'd be great. If you do have any, parent nights or nights where you can come and see what we're working on, then Carrie Peterson, the director of the program, might be interested in coming out and joining you, or he could join via Zoom or video. So then once you know how you're going to advertise, we need to start getting the practicum materials in place. So you want your students to know what they're signing up for before they enroll for the program. After that, basically people will just be enrolling, and you'll be communicating with our offices who's applied, do you accept them to your program, and what they're missing from our end. And then we'll be right into the school year, and your role during the school year we'll copy you on certain emails, but just kind of helping us keep the students aware of dates and that sort of thing. We also will communicate directly with students, but we'll copy you so you're aware of what's going on. So here's the example of the promotional plan. If you want to use any of these ideas, that'd be great. And then here are some printed NPP materials that you might want to purchase. We'll be sending you this for free and this for free. We'll have an NU online store up soon where you can, purchase t-shirts and that sort of thing, swag. Feel free to make your own. If you're going to brand your own internship a specific name, We're happy if you advertise for your own internship program. What we found is that's what people are very interested in, is your internship program. And it's kind of a benefit on the side for the students to be able to attend Northwest University online. So the internship and practicum materials is probably one of the longest steps, but it's very important. So the things we're going to need you to submit will be a practicum syllabus worksheet. So basically, I've laid out the minimum requirements for your students to do in your internship to receive practicum credit for us. It is a college level class, but you can feel free to expand on that and make it as complicated as you'd like, or as detailed as you'd like to explain your program. It's a good thing to develop a internship application. And we have a template. If you'd like to use that, you might collect even references from the student. You may want to hear about their testimony. Some students might be coming right out of your youth group and you've known them for 5 or 8 years, but some students you may not know at all, so it's nice to collect that information from them. It's great to set up a weekly internship schedule. The intern wants to know if they're going to be expected to be at the church on Tuesdays, Thursdays. Do you have a program Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday? Are they really only coming Sunday and some evenings for studying? So if you lay out your schedule of what you're going to be expecting, what items are required and which ones are optional, that would be good for the students to know. And then, like I was saying, the syllabus worksheet will let us know what areas are your students going to be serving in, and who's the ministry leader, and what are the hours they're going to be serving. And then lastly, if you identify what level you'd like them to serve at, are they going to be doing a ministry tour, kind of serving a bunch of different departments, 1 month at a time? That would be level 1. Or are they going to be a level 2, which means they've chosen one ministry, and students can even start at level 2 if they've chosen one ministry and they're in a serving role. And then we'd also like them to eventually progress to a level 3, which is leading in one ministry. So the point of our practicum here is for them to be progressing and learning each semester and not doing the same thing from semester to semester. We want it to be a learning experience and preparing these students for ministry, or for even business administration, even for a psychology, counseling sort of job. So if you have any of those items, whatever you offer best from your church community or your organization, list what items you'll be offering. So once you have those 3, and I'll review them very quickly for you, and your students will know what they're signing up for when you start advertising and handing out the internship overview, the weekly schedule, and maybe a practicum of how they'll be earning those credits for free. So here's some ideas if you need ideas. We also have a ton of examples online, which I'll refer back to. Here's the practicum syllabus worksheet. Just need you to fill out the top and here at the bottom. If you do have additional requirements, feel free to add those. If your student is going to be reading a book that's required, or submitting a review at the end of the semester of what they've learned, what they'd like to do better next time, what they need assistance in, that sort of thing. If they're required to be a part of special holiday services or conference, please list any requirements here. Here's an example you can use for the weekly internship schedule. You can make your own as well. And then lastly, later down the road, if you do ever have any social media presence or a website that you're listing information about your program, that'd be great for you to send us the URL so that we can check it out and make sure all of the wording is okay as far as our accreditors go. If you have any printed items, if you do any mailers or flyers that you're handing out on Sunday services, please also shoot those my way so that we can take a look and make sure the wording is fine. And typically it just takes a day or so to return the review to you, so it shouldn't hold you up too far. That's about it for getting ready for the semester. I do encourage you to read the rest of the book. It gives you some tips on what students can expect when they're enrolling, and a checklist for your students to know about. All the items they're going to need to complete. One of them is definitely doing their FAFSA, and then submitting the online application for the NPP, which is free. It only takes about 5 minutes. And then we have some other tips of what they should be doing before the school year starts, as far as accepting their schedule, getting registered, ordering their textbooks, checking their student balance, getting to know the staff that they need to know in order to be a successful student. So there's more information here for you to review. We also have some information about orientation. We have a lot of the materials that you could need for that on our Eagle website. And you'll be running your own. We have all of the academic materials for you, and then you might run your own about the, the internship portions of your program. So I just wanted to show you one more step back here on Eagle, and we went to Academics, Adult Professional. Then we clicked Northwest Partnership Program. Here we are back on the Northwest Partnership Program main page, and this is where you can get information about the internship and practicum. If you don't want to invent the wheel yourself, that's totally fine. We have a ton of partners who have shared their resources, so you can see all these overviews, application examples here, and use that information to create your own. And that's about it. Again, my name is Becca Ruiz. I'll be your primary contact once you have any information, all the things in place for the year. I'll be reviewing them. If you have any questions throughout the year, I'm happy to answer them. You can reach me at my office phone, 425-889-5344, or my email, Becca, BEKAH.Ruiz, RUIZ, @northwestu.edu. Thanks so much. Looking forward to working with you.